What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a different type of video where basically I'll be explaining and also giving feedback on Disney Mirrorverse with some issues that I found whilst playing the game and also some general improvements that can be made to make this game 10 times better. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So I just want to say no hate towards Kabam. I'm just here to make the game better in terms of putting out content and also giving ideas and feedback when I feel the game's not pushing its limits and there's some issues that need to be resolved, and also some feedback on stuff that can be improved within the game. So the first issue is lack of orbs. Now when you first start playing the game, you can get orbs very easily by doing story. You get 5 orbs every single encounter you do, you get 5 orbs, and then you can also get orbs from achievements. You can get orbs from the calendar when you first start the game, and there's so many different ways to get these orbs, but the biggest issue is how can you get them daily. Now you get 20 per day from the daily objectives. You can also get orbs from the calendar and also the Timekeeper Crystals, but that's just not enough. On average you get 20 to 40 orbs per day, and when there's a big issue with energy and having to buy these energy recharges, you're just not going to have enough. You know, it costs 400 orbs to get the superior energy recharge bundle, and you can do it 4 times, but you don't have enough orbs to do it in the first place because you run out. So that's a big issue. Once you've done story, you've done all the 3-star, you can't get any orbs from there. And then you got the Laurel store, you get 25 per week, once per week, and then you can't get any more for another week, so that's just pointless. And then you got the event quest, and then you get 90 orbs in total from there, and that's it. You can't get any more. There's not many other places to get these orbs per day, and you're just not going to have enough to get like feature crystals, to get feature champions, and it's just a kind of a mess at the moment in terms of trying to get these orbs. So an easier way to get orbs is needed in the game anyway. More content definitely for more orbs is very necessary right now in the game. So the next issue is there's not enough content. When you're towards the end of the game, like me, you've done everything, you've done all the story as much as you can, and you're just focusing on leveling up your guardians. You're just logging in just to level up your guardians, and it kind of goes on to my next point. There's not much content to do. You only really log on to do something like dungeons and then just farm moats, and then that's it. There's not much content coming out. You've got the towers that you can only do twice a week, and then also you have the events that are only 5 encounters long, and then that's it. You can't really do anything else. There's not much tricky content to do. Of course the game is new, but that's something definitely to look at in the future. Just more content to keep people interested in the game. Now my next point is there's too much farming. Now towards where I am now, all I do is log on, farm, use up all my energy or moats or gem shards, and then I just log off, because that's all you can do. It's too much of it. It's too much farming, and that's a big issue right now. There's also a limit on the farming. There's a limit of 20, and then after you've done that you can't really do anything. I just don't really understand why the limit is 20, because you're using energy either, and it's not really the best business move to like limit how much you're doing. But the farming, there is a big issue of it right now. It's just too much of it. Now that goes on to my next point of 1v1 Showdown. That was such a good way to get XP motes because it was free and it gave so much. Now it's kind of pointless in the game. It needs to be reset. Maybe once a month reset the 1v1 Showdown and just make it a little bit harder, because XP motes are so hard to get in terms of resources you're using, and it's just going to cost so much. You're trying to balance it out by getting orbs for saving that up for like feature crystals when the new guardians come out, but then also you got to spend it on energy. So something like the 1v1 Showdown where it costs 0 energy but also resets monthly, definitely worth looking at, because the 1v1 Showdown is something that is really good in the game for testing out guardians but also getting those XP motes. My next issue is the Timekeeper Crystal, more specific the 12-hour one. Now the value of it is just not good compared to the 2-hour one. The 2-hour one is like 10 times better value. You can craft 6 of them in the space it takes to craft one 12-hour, and overall the odds and the ratio towards it is better value in the 2-hour one than the 12-hour. So that is definitely something to look at, especially towards new players who look at the 12-hour one and say, this has got better stuff in it, it can give a 5-star guardian, I'm going to craft this. But overall they're wasting their resources and they're wasting the time it takes because it doesn't actually add up. So next we have achievements. So when you're towards the end of the game and you've done mostly achievements, you're just left with like earn 2 million gold. These ones you just gradually get over time, but we need some more achievements to work towards, some challenges that give decent amount of rewards, maybe crystals, maybe orbs, maybe gold, who knows. But just more achievements to work towards. Maybe achievements that makes you go into 7.10 on hard and only use specific guardians. Just more challenge. Maybe they can be classed as challenge achievements. Just something different. Just something to keep people interested in the game. If you ever played Marvel Contest of Champions, it's kind of like Arena Challenge, where you basically just go through old content with different requirements to gain these rewards. That could be worth looking into. Just something to keep people interested. Something else is also to make 3-star quests 0 energy to replay. Now once you 3-starred something like story quests, it will cost energy to go back and redo them when you're not going to get any rewards. That doesn't really make sense to me. If you want to test out different guardians on stuff you've already done and you're not going to benefit from any rewards from it, I don't understand why it's still going to cost energy to do. So that could be something to look into. If you want to test guardians and it costs 0 to go over previous content that you have done, then it's definitely worth doing. So moving on, we got the Laurel store and it becoming outdated. Now when you first start the game, the Laurel store looks amazing to you. But when you're at this sort of level and it costs 2,000 Laurel to get a 1-star Donald Duck or a 1-star Goofy, it's just a waste of Laurel. And then you got the Alliance Crystal, that is just overpriced. 25 orbs for 1,500, that's good, but that's once a week, and then once you've done that once a week you can't get it again, so it doesn't really make sense. And then you got gold, you get 5,000 a week, 5,000 gold, that doesn't make sense either. Why is there a 7-day limit on it? It doesn't really make sense. And then obviously you got the tier 2 diamond shards, and then the moats. The moats are so expensive in the store as well. So where is the class shards? It would make sense. It's so hard to get these shards, and when you're actually in the top alliance and you're getting like rank 6, rank 7 in the Stellar mission, you're just getting like 3,000 Laurel, which don't even get you enough for 100 tier 4 diamond shards. It doesn't even give you enough for that. So it doesn't add up, and the value in the store is so inconsistent, and the rewards itself is not good value. So that could be something to look into as well. So I could go on for days about stuff that needs to be added into the game, stuff that needs to be changed. But I don't want to hold you up for too long. The video is already long enough and I don't want to keep going on. But if you do want to give feedback, leave it in the comments or go over to the Discord channel for Disney Mirrorverse and go into the feedback and suggestions channel, and you can give all your feedback over there. And they do read it over there, the devs, so make sure you do that. I'll leave the link in the description to the Discord channel and you can go and give feedback there. But that's it for today's video. If you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.